I have experienced many scary and unfamiliar things in foster care. Courtrooms are not for kids. My heart was beating so fast the first time I came in. All these grown-ups were sitting in this room and a judge was sitting higher than everyone else. I was scared and uncertain. There was no way I would talk in here. I felt like I had done something wrong and would be in trouble. My parents were there with attorneys, and it all made my stomach hurt. It felt so stressful being there. But then I got a CASA. He talked to me a lot when we met and explained about the court hearing and answered my questions. He explained who everyone in the courtroom was and what their jobs are. He sat with me in the waiting room and was there for me in the courtroom to encourage me through the court hearing. Suddenly, what was so stressful became more bearable. He stood up for me. For the first time, I felt that someone was truly on my side, and I was the focus. At the end of the hearing, the judge made orders and said that everything my CASA requested for me should be done.
All of the CASA recommendations will be adopted by this court.
It made me feel good to know that they were watching out for me and listening to what I needed and wanted. I felt less alone then. I didn't find foster care easy. I was really angry to be taken from my parents. And deep down, though I didn't want to let anyone know, I was very scared. I didn't act very good to the foster parents in my first couple of homes and ended up having to be moved. I didn't even care. It felt like no one wanted me and I didn't want them either. But I got a CASA. He talked to me about how I felt and that it was okay to feel that way. It took me a while to believe that, and I even had to move homes again. But this time, my CASA came over and helped me talk to my new foster parents. We all talked about the house rules and the things that made me mad. We made a plan to help me be comfortable, and even though it wasn't perfect there, it worked. I could talk to my foster parents better, and my CASA came to see me there a lot. I still get mad sometimes, but it's a lot better. My CASA reminds me to use the things I learned in counseling, and it's like we're on the same team with my foster parents now. It was hard to care about school with everything going on in my life, and then I had to change schools. It seemed like everything was different now. I had to leave behind all my friends and my team. Everyone hates being the new kid in a school. I woke up every day feeling angry and sad at the same time. And in all of my classes, they were teaching different things than the ones I had left. I didn't even want to try. But my CASA showed up at the school too. He talked to my teachers about me and how good I was at writing stories and how I loved science. He helped me get notes to catch up and even signed me up for a math tutoring program. He talked to the principal and I got to join the soccer team. And he showed up at my first soccer game to cheer me on. He even took pictures and shared them with my parents. At first when I saw my parents, it was in a little room at DHS and there was another family there too. I told my CASA that I didn't like it, I wanted it to be more like home. He talked to some people at a place called The Call and worked it out with everyone for me to visit my parents. We could hang out in the living room and I taught my parents to play the game I played with my foster parents. At one of the visits, my mom even made her spaghetti for me there. I really missed her spaghetti. My casa came by to make sure everything was okay there, but he didn't stay for too long because he said time with my parents was too important to interrupt. I guess a lot of other stuff went on behind the scenes when I was in foster care. My casa talked to me about meetings and made sure I knew what was happening. It ends up I had a whole team working for me. I trusted my casa because he kept showing up and never lied to me. He couldn't always tell me what I wanted to hear, but I knew he would be honest. He helped me learn to trust others too. When my grandma went in the hospital and I wanted to see her, my caseworker took me and my casa showed up there too. They helped me when I was scared that I was going to lose her.
Y'all did it. Congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, on all your hard work to regain custody of your son. This case is closed. Let's celebrate, y'all. Congratulations.
When the judge said I could go home, everyone in the courtroom celebrated. They even made a basket full of stuff and a gift for my family and included a couple of board games for us to play like we did during visits. I won't lie, I hated being in foster care and being away from my family. While I was very angry, this helped us work out some things as a family. We are so much better now. I always knew I could count on my casa. He was there every step of the way and I trusted him. My casa told me that not all kids in foster care have a casa. There just aren't enough volunteers for everyone to have one. Why? Why are there not enough people? It makes me sad to think about that, because foster care is a really scary time, and every kid should have at least one person they know is there for them. One person that gets them. One person to depend on. That one person who shows up when they need them. One person like my casa. I really hope more people will do this for us kids. Every kid in foster care deserves a casa. I hope people hear my words and my experiences and decide to help.